Oh, you're in luck because our next guests are going to share with you an award-winning burger recipe, and they are also on a quest to find the best burger. We are joined by John Hanson, the Improvised chef, and Jennifer Cameron, the Tasteless Gourmet, which doesn't mean she's going to be swearing on the show or anything like that. It's not
we will see.
It's not that kind of tasteless. Welcome to the show, guys.
Well,
great to have you
it's
here.
great. You know what I got to tell you? Oh, Jen, you want to get the burgers on? Because I think we have 12 minutes and it's 6 minutes to cook each side.
6 minutes
So you
each?
want to
Okay.
try
All
what
right.
you're going to be making.
Of course.
But, you know, I'm used to being on radio. I
Yeah.
like radio for original. You ever listen to somebody on the radio, you wonder what they look
Yes.
like, and then you meet them, they don't look anything like that?
Happens to me all the time.
All right, well, with me on the radio, I'm 6'4", with a full head of wavy blonde hair and six-pack abs. Right now, I feel like I'm 4 years old. Like, what is this, made for an NBA basketball
You're
star?
still
Look how
looking good, John.
I should be just like this.
Let this be a lesson. This is how good you can look if you eat a lot of hamburgers. Right? Because you're on a quest.
I don't think the beef people like to use me as an example. I've been told I have a face for radio.
I'm not saying a word, John. I'm going to protect
Well,
my...
she's marrying me, though, so...
I know. Congratulations. In 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
married in 2 weeks.
14 years, 4 kids. We're doing
Very
it.
nice.
We
It's
tried
about
out.
time.
We
Yeah,
tried
you
it out.
just
wanted to
tried
make
it.
sure.
Test the
The
waters.
waters, yeah.
So, Jen, I understand the two of you have a bit of a rivalry in the kitchen. Is that right?
Just a little bit. Yes. Sorry, John. But yeah, John likes to go by recipes, and I am one that would like to just cook with what I see in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get in it, and then we have the kids decide what we like, and over supper we'll say, well, is this something that you like? Or and then they're, oh no, we don't like that. We like Mom's cooking much better.
Wait. No. What we do is we have 4 kids, and we compete for their attention and
Okay.
figure out if they
With
like what
food.
we're cooking, one of us is the champ that night. So that's
I
really
love
the
it.
whole idea. And this is one of the recipes that they happen to like.
Okay.
Which
And it's
is-
an award-winning
It's an
recipe.
award, and not one that I awarded to myself.
I know, that's what I
Due
said
to
to John in the
popular
green
rumor.
All right, well, let's build it
Okay,
here.
now, first of all, let's start off by saying this. I've simplified this recipe down a little bit so
Okay.
that it can be done quickly and easier rather than doing it from scratch. So
All
you
right.
start off with Knorr. Is it Knorr or is it Lipton?
I don't know.
They're all the same. Anyway,
They're all the
onion
same.
soup mix.
Yeah.
So you open this up.
I thought the K was silent. Isn't it Nor?
Nor. Yes,
don't-
I'm with
I don't
you
know.
on that. See
It
how
could-
our-
yeah,
Where's the
these are
Knorr?
our
Starting.
conversations.
Where's the
Yeah,
Knorr?
This is where it stems from.
So you pour in a whole package of this.
Okay, and what is that, an onion?
That is an onion.
Okay.
Only the onion. And we
All right.
provided the recipe, by the way.
Yes, you did.
So,
we can put that up on our
Then
Facebook page.
we take ourselves half a cup of chopped up Ritz crackers or butter crackers. You can use
Okay.
no name brand. And they've got to get nice and misty like this. I don't know if anyone can see
fine
that.
Yeah.
green.
A fine.
Here we go, folks.
Do we have to have her?
Yes, because she's making the burgers, dude. We've got to eat, remember?
A pinch of pepper.
Okay.
If I can get just in a few little pinches on the bottom here.
All right.
Now you want to use fresh ground pepper because it's got a little bit more bite into
Right,
it.
okay.
Then the secret.
Oh,
no
here
eggs,
comes the secret.
No eggs.
Okay.
No eggs.
No eggs.
Half a cup, or a full cup actually, of sour cream.
Sour cream.
Don't use eggs because eggs, everyone says it binds it together.
Yeah.
But what happens is eggs, I find, dries out burgers in a lot of ways. The sour
Okay.
cream with just the right amount keeps it fresh.
Okay.
And gives it a nice moist test, but it does.
They're really juicy.
Jen, where did this sour cream come from, by the way?
Well, having been here a few times,
Remember, you have to go home with me.
I
Derek is here.
I
He's
asked
safe.
John, did you go through your list of things that you need to bring? And
And
he
of course,
said, yes,
as a
I
typical
did.
man, he said yes.
Yeah, and then we got here, and he said, was there anything else in the bag? I said, no, that's it. What are you missing? So he was missing the sour cream, so I ran down the street. I got the sour cream, and as I was trotting back, then he opened it up, popped the top, and it exploded all over his shirt. So we're playing
cleaned
spot-
up nicely,
We're
though.
going
It's
to play a
pretty
game
spot the sour
dog.
cream.
Spot
Well,
the
you know, I'm
sour
saved by
cream.
the fact that this is so tall. By the way, you know what the first rule of radio is?
What's that?
Pants are optional.
Pants are optional. we tried No Pants Fridays on Daytime. It did not go well with management.
Well, with the
No.
height of this, I may not be wearing pants now.
true.
It's the mystery for
I'm
everyone.
not saying a word. I'm not going to give you up.
Now,
Okay.
one thing, the meat. Now, this
Yes.
is something that I like to do differently, is that instead of all hamburger, I do an equal mix of hamburger and pork.
I do that too.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
What it does is it gives it a nice meaty flavor, but a nice lighter taste.
Yeah.
You can use veal. Jennifer has something against veal for moral
Okay,
reasons. That's
okay.
why when I use it, I don't tell her I'm using it.
Right.
She still eats it,
Look
but
at her
doesn't know the
face.
difference.
What? You wouldn't.
Secrets.
I don't like when people do that. How did you like your steak? Guess what it was?
Guess what it was?
I'm checking.
See,
from
there's
now
a
on.
moment here.
Yeah.
A marriage could be called off by the end of the show.
The romance still exists after
It's
14
so
years.
nice to
Now,
see.
one more little thing you add on here, and if you could put your hands right over that, because you're going to be mixing this.
Oh, you want
is a little
okay.
bit of olive
Oh, yeah,
oil
you're getting
On the
in there.
hands.
on
Okay.
the hands. There. Now mix them all
All
together.
right,
Now
okay.
you just crunch that all together.
All right.
Mix it, and now two things to note. First of all, olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, only get that. The reason being is that extra virgin is actually pure olive oil with low acidity and the full olive taste.
Right.
Other olive oils that aren't extra virgin are actually done by a heat process that extracts the most out of the olive, but it dilutes the taste and makes it more acidic.
Aha!
So if you've got a price difference between getting extra virgin or non, you go with the extra virgin
It's worth
olive oil.
it.
It's worth it. You're
And
going
there's
to know
so many
that
on the
taste.
market now.
That's it.
Right? There's tons of them on the market.
A
now.
lot of them on the market. You have choices there, but again, you want to get that extra virgin.
Okay.
Now, how does that feel? Does that
It
feel
feels
good?
great. I know. I love getting into cooking like this. This is fun.
Well, you do cooking at home too.
I do.
Yeah,
I
that-
love.
that's a
Actually, my
lot of
wife and I cook together almost every single night. We love cooking.
So you
Yeah.
do it together.
Yeah, you guys do it separate. We do it together. But remember, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
Right.
Congratulations.
You guys are 14 years, not wedded bliss,
Well, yeah,
but
okay.
relationship bliss.
Just want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
one thing on the
that's it.
show here.
Yeah.
If they find me chopped up in the freezer, don't believe the suicide note. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Be careful. She's got the utensils over there.
Now, are you watching the clock? By the way,
Yeah, I'm
6 to 8
watching.
minutes. 6 to 8
Okay.
minutes aside.
I'm
Now, when
ready
you
to
do the
almost
hamburger,
flip.
by the way, when
Oh,
you
my-
do that,
yeah.
that's okay. What you want to do is roll it up into a ball. Can
Okay.
I have the olive oil back? You took it away from me here.
Okay.
I'm trying to
He-
keep the
he's
counter
gonna-
clean.
Yeah, well, I
now you see
appreciate
why we're
that.
not in the kitchen together
I
because
see that.
it's just we have our own methods.
Is he
of how
really
we get it.
No.
And you clean up as
no.
you go? Uh-oh.
I'm the one who cleans up as I go. She's like Picasso.
Cleans
Her
up,
kitchen,
puts it
her
in the
kitchen,
sink.
her kitchen. The kitchen looks like a Picasso painting after she
please.
cooks.
Oh please! No,
I once
no,
had
no.
to call in
glad
the
I asked
National
that.
Guard.
This is the best segment
he's a
I've
dump
had in the kitchen
sink.
in a while.
No, he's a dump in the sink guy. I have to go in
I
and
put
clean it up
everything
after.
away after I use it.
I don't believe you.
And
I
he-
do.
he's-
Honest, I do.
and Can I even
Orderly
go a little
cooking.
further? And he does this, and he has all these little cups, and
Yeah.
he puts it out like he's doing his own cooking show, but
Yeah.
no one's watching. So he does all that, so then
Hey,
you have all those to
I've been
clean. I'm a
practicing-
go as you know.
I
measure
kind of
thing.
like that.
You
I
like
think.
I've
that?
been
I
practicing
do
for
it.
this moment all my life. This is what all that was for the last 5 years.
Hold
Oh,
on,
wait.
before we run out of
Okay.
time,
I'm
look at
flipping,
what
I'm
am I
Drop
doing
it in the
now?
olive
Okay,
oil,
all right.
roll it
Okay,
around a
I'm
little
flipping.
bit,
Okay.
and then take it out, and then you can make a patty with it.
Oh, now, okay. So is this to do so it doesn't stick?
And number one, that it doesn't stick, but the olive oil adds a nice flavor because when you put this into the fridge, you should put it in the fridge for at least an hour.
Okay.
But what's great is this freezes, so that 2 weeks later it tastes as fresh as when you made it.
Very nice.
That's
I
why it's
like
an
that.
award-winning.
Jen just made the flip announcement,
Yeah,
by
no,
the
it
way.
By the way, look
Yeah.
at that beautiful color. Look at that.
It's looking lovely. I want to talk about your burger quest. We're about to run out of time
Okay.
here. How does what's the burger quest, Jen?
Okay, this is how it went. John happened to pick up a magazine called Ottawa at Home,
Yeah. Oh, I
and
know it very
the
well.
article was by I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry, but anyway, she was talking about all these great burger joints that you should hit up in Ottawa.
Right.
So anyway, so the two of us, never getting out, we decided, you know what? Why don't we go to these places and see what we think about them? So
Yeah.
we went in with the magazine. I started taking pictures to see if it actually looked like the picture.
Right.
And then we started rating it. We created a radio show on Blog Talk Radio. And so we go in once a week, incognito, and nobody knows we're coming in, although we've
Okay.
been invited to a lot of restaurants. And we check it out, and we see if it actually stems up to what they say that the product actually is. And we also compare the pricing. Is it really a value what you're getting? Like, I have a thing called bunnage. So,
Okay.
like, the hamburger meat has to... The hamburger meat has to be the right size of the bun and everything, and we discussed that.
I don't want to interrupt, but we're running overtime, and this isn't our show. We're guests here.
Okay.
Okay, so they're going to ask us not to come back again.
No, that's not true. I've
Oh.
had so much fun. Are you kidding? You guys are coming back. Absolutely.
Okay, but call me at that other number I gave
Okay,
you. We don't
all
have
right.
to, you know.
We don't need to bring her. Is that what you're trying to say?
Nudge, nudge, nudge and a wink.
We'll bring them back separately so that we.
Oh, there we go. You can see our own unique.
Exactly.
You can tell us
That's
who did
exactly
better. There
right.
we
I'm going to
go.
remove these guys. Thank you so much for being here. Now, by the way, where can they find the blog?
Oh, actually, on Blog Talk Radio,
Yeah.
John Hansen. So Blog Talk Radio,
course.
John Hansen. We've done about 900.
Yeah.
all
Under
about
his
him.
name. Yeah. Okay. What do you know? What one you're? Oh, no, you don't want to say. I was going to say, do you know what burger
Which
joint you're
ones
going
we're
to
going to
next?
hit
But no,
up?
we have to
No.
keep
we
it a
don't let
mystery.
them know, but it'll be
Right.
a couple of them. But
All right. Okay.
tune in on Fridays.
Do you have a
at 2.
favorite so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you allowed to
Can we
say?
say it? Big Rig Brew Pub? Say it fast
Really?
3 times.
Oh.
we
Big
went there.
Rig.
Our,
Yeah.
our original scale was 0 to 5.
Yeah.
They were 6.5.
Oh my goodness!
And we've
I've
been
been there a
everywhere.
lot of times, and I've never had a burger
Have
there. I will.
Are you
their
kidding
burger.
me? With the onion rings, it's
Yeah.
stacked about this high.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
We'll
I'm trying-
continue cooking this because I think we have another 4 minutes for this side. But we'll be back to talk about retirement. And are you prepared for retirement in case you have to retire early? Our next guest will tell you more about that right after this.